Hey, techno mediums, Nana Amy here. We're gonna turn this around because you don't need to be looking at me. Now, where we are is the back side, and I get Alexander on the SpiritBox. Now, these are flowers that I left a year ago. The reason I'm here right now is because this was the very first spirit that I tried to contact. Now, I'm two men here, it says. I'm trying to show you the cross that sits between those two trees. See it? See if I can get you a better view. Right there. There's the cross. Now you can see that's a busy highway. That is the memorial for a young state trooper, Mark Charbonnier, going down a little side thing here. And he was lost when he was in his early 30s. And his story is that he was doing his patrol, and I got my ghost hunter here.
1200s.
From the 1200s? Well, I'm talking to somebody from the maybe 80s or 90s.
Army.
Hi. Wow. Okay. Well, hold on a minute. Now, those two pointed trees, that's where the memorial is. You can sort of see the cross right there, kind of diagonally up to the right from the top of the mirror. And his name was Mark Charbonnier. As I was saying, let's get my stuff out. His story is that he went to answer, a usual call. Just pulled somebody over for speeding or whatever. And the person that he pulled over,
Listen for my voice.
I'm listening, sweetie, pulled over and shot him. Just shot him. That little red spot is what I left him last year. Some flowers. And I'm just going to have you watch the highway there, because I want to ask him if he's still on duty, because I was hoping last year that I had convinced him to retire. And maybe he did, because we had 5 fatalities on this highway in the last summer. So, Mark Charbonnier, are you here? Are you available for chat?
1990s.
All right, there we go. I could look it up, but I believe Mark Charbonnier was lost in the 1990s. So, welcome, Mark. It's Amy. Haven't been back in a while because I tried to come visit in the summer, but the brush is so grown, I couldn't even find the little rose I left you, let alone see the cross on the highway. So Mark Charbonnier was one of Massachusetts' young state troopers, and he gave his life, lost his life in service. So I like to come and acknowledge him every now and then. Mark, I've got a little energy ball over here if you're interested in it, that you could get some energy from. Where is it? Right there. And this guy over here will make a lovely ghosty noise if you go and pass in front of it. All right. So I've got
Dark energy everywhere.
dark energy everywhere. Well, isn't that the truth in these times? Ain't that the truth? Yes, yes, yes. Dark energy everywhere. So we've gotten Alexander two men here, 1200s Army, Listen for My Voice, 1900s, 1990s, and Dark Energy Everywhere. And I'm very interested in gentlemen, the two men from the 1200s, but I want to find out if Mark Charbonnier is still around first. He has a lovely memorial with a flag flapping in the breeze. Mark, the first time I did this, I had a little motion detector that sang
Beware of the man.
Jingle Bells, I think it was. Beware of the man. Okay, I'll beware of the man. White light crystal pyramid protection around me and my vehicle. Nobody can attach to anything. Not my vehicle, not my devices, and certainly not me. In the name of all that's good. So be it. So yeah, I did my thing to beware of the man. And dark energy everywhere is true all over the planet. The dark energy is not like in the influx of 5D energy. So it's putting on a show, that's for sure. Anyway, so Mark Charbonnier. I'm going to rub my hands together to pull some energy. Come along, Mark Charbonnier. Unless you're busy on the highway doing your job. And that is no doubt true. Yeah, you can see the flag. All right, we're good. You're looking at one of our busiest highways, and we lost 5 people on that highway last summer. Mark Charbonnier, one of those losses was a man in his 50s.
Beverly.
Hi, Beverly. One of those losses was a man who was 50 years old. He passed, but his 2 children survived. And I would be willing to bet they survived because of the efforts of Trooper Charbonnier. Beverly, we lost a woman on the Sagamore Bridge. Somebody was texting or something and crossed out of his lane into the other lane. It is a 2-lane bridge. And the poor woman lost her life. Maybe that's Beverly. I'd have to look her up too. Welcome, spirits. I'm visiting Mark Charbonnier. I'm sure you know him. He's been working this highway for a long time. He and I were both in our 30s in the 90s, so he would be about my age. Well retired and in his 60s if he had survived. Mark, you were so more receptive last time. You can't make my little ghosty move, huh?
Peter.
Hi, Peter. Mark is not the only state trooper we've lost. Welcome, Peter. I have ancestors named Peter. My great-grandmother's father, I think, was named Peter. Are you family? Peter? So anyway, any other state troopers we've lost on this highway are welcome as well. Please come and give your name and maybe something that I could use to look you up. We have a registry of all the troopers lost on this highway.
Leonard.
Well, hello, Leonard. I will have to save this scroll and look up the names a little later. If you don't like my new devices, you can just ring a bell. Very simple, just breeze by it and it will ding. Old school, new school, we're good. And that one's off. So we'll turn that one on too. This one, you just have to come up here and bump up against it. Oh, did I lose the battery on that? That's possible.
Tradition.
You like tradition? Oh, well, maybe they'd suck the battery dry. That's entirely possible. Oh, there it goes.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Now we got some of our gadgets up and running. Tell me about tradition, Leonard. Or Peter. Or Beverly. Or Alexander. I'm more than happy to hear all
You are
about...
very kind.
Why, thank you. I'm fascinated that we now, in 2025 almost, we're in the very last of 2024, and we have devices that are computer, electronically, radio wave activated that you guys can communicate through. Fascinates me. This one over here, if you come over to this device and you think really hard, you can make a picture that I'll be able to see. Picture of yourself, picture of what happened to you, any and all things
This
that...
is secret.
Is it? What secret? Your secret? No, it's not secret. Used to be secret. Being able to communicate with spirits used to be secret, but it's not anymore. It is fairly well known. And the devices, those came from Mr. Nikola Tesla. He was the one who first conceptualized cell phones and things like that we have now. My energy ball here is also a Tesla device.
Machine.
You're right, it is a machine. It absolutely is. It is machinery. Intellectual machinery. So,
Joy.
it does bring me joy. I know what it's like to be lonely. Now, who set that off?
Delighted you're here.
You're delighted I'm here? Well, thank you. Are you playing with the ghosties? Because I'm not able to influence it from sitting in the driver's seat. I'm moving my hands all around, and, you know, there's nothing setting it off. There's no, both car windows are shut, so that's not it. Well, thank you, Spirit. That is what we call typical Hollywood ghost sounds. So, it works, doesn't it?
Lost.
You feel lost? Well, I'm here to chat with you so you don't feel so lost.
Belittling.
What's belittling? Can you tell me more about feeling belittling or something is belittling? What I'm doing with you, that's not belittling. I'm honoring you. I'm honoring Mark Charbonnier, who died in the line of duty when he was only like 33. I'm not absolutely sure how old he was, but I know it was around that. And my heart goes out to him and his family. And I believe he still works this highway and protects people as best he can. And he sure does like the motion detectors, because if you go and you check my videos, you have to look, because you got to go back to the very first one. Last Christmas season, I had a motion detector. I still have it somewhere. That is a Frosty the Snowman character, and he sings, I think it's Jingle Bells. And when I came to visit Mark that first time, he went off relentlessly, as if Mark was enjoying hearing Jingle Bells again. So,
They buried me here.
I don't know. I suppose they could have. Under the heading of back in the 17 and 1800s, everybody buried their dead in their yard. You know, I mean, there are cemeteries from the 1600s. We have them in my hometown. But to say you were buried right here beside the highway, well, maybe so, if you're from the 1200s. And if you're from the 1200s, then I'm going to call you my Templars, because I do get lots of words from the Templar era. You know, castle, moat, siege, joust, all those kinds of things.
Blessings.
Kings, queens, pages. Blessings, yes. I'm very blessed. I am absolutely very blessed, and I would love to send you blessings. That's my intention, is to share attention, just be talking to, be spending time with the spirits, because they are everywhere. There have been too many years of human beings on the planet for there not to be everywhere. For those who think when you die it's the end and it's darkness, you're in for a bit of a rude awakening.
Faithfulness.
Faithfulness matters, doesn't it? We're having a nice session here. Somebody's a nice person. I'm losing my names, though. Beverly, Peter, Leonard, Joy, maybe. And what was the first one? Alexander. Alexander, are you a Templar? Are you of the Order of the Cross, or a Rosicrucian, maybe? I have discovered a spirit guide recently, and I've got to find a way to get his picture off my phone so I can show him to you. He showed up on the Ghost Tube Seer one day, and he looks very much like a monk, a religious type person. He's in a kind of a saffron colored robe that has cowl.
Energy.
That has, come on over here to the energy ball and bump up against it, and you will get energy from it. All right. Anyway, so he's bald. He looks like maybe a Hindu monk, you know. And then I got the name Roger. So whether or not his name is Roger, I may never know. Hello, Carmilla. That's a close name to someone in the political arena these days. So anyway, Alexander, are you from the 1200s? Are you one of the spirits who came across when your people were being desecrated and burned at the stake? The reason we think we have Templar visitation is because of there is a...
Investigator.
I am an investigator, yes. You can Google the Round Tower in Newport, Rhode Island. The Round Stone Tower in Newport, Rhode Island. And see for yourself why I believe we've had Templars on our shores. Well, this has been a really great session. Lots of positivity. Wonderful.
Be cautious.
Always. Always. Because there is darkness out there, isn't there? As you have told me. Can you make the ghosty guys go off one more time? Just so we can have scientific repetition? That's always good. In science, you've got to be able to repeat.
Randy.
Hi, Randy. Or are you Randy? There's the name Randy, and then there's the Randy mindset. Randy was a word before, for back in the day, way long ago, when they called you Randy, that meant you were looking to get busy. If you remember that terminology from the 80s and 90s. But this is capital R, so I'm going to take it as a name. Well, hello to all who are visiting me here. I'm simply sitting on the side of a highway. And it may be the spirits of people who've passed away on the highway. The gentleman who passed last summer with his 2 children in his car, I don't know his name, but when I tried to contact him, I got the word 50. So I call him 50. 50, are you Randy? I've gotten the name Randy a few times.
Don't be afraid.
No, I'm not afraid. The dark entities need me to be afraid for them to have power. And the same goes for you. If you don't give them your fear, they get no power from you. And during the times of people believing in devil worship and Satan and all that, say back in the 1600s, when if you didn't follow the church's rules exactly, they were going to torture you or burn you at the stake. They fed the fear. They wanted people to fear. So the negative energies got stronger and stronger. But there's a little bit less of that now. We still know that there are dark entities out there trying to be in control. But we also know that if we stay positive and we don't feed them, they don't have the power. So, Mark Charbonnier, I've been talking with all these other lovely people. Can you come and say your name? I know you know how to do it. I've heard your name before. Or make the ghosty guy go off again? Carmilla. Who the heck is Carmilla?
Albert.
Hello, Albert. Now, I have to wonder, I've gotten the name Nicola before. So when Albert comes through, I wonder, which Albert? Could it be Albert Einstein? Traversing the universe? Using his theory of relativity? You never know. I'm dying for the word Einstein.
Hello there.
Hello there. See? Albert, are you Einstein? Can you give me a yes or no? Using your friend Tesla's devices in 2025 to communicate from the other side? Come on over here. See Tesla's energy ball? If you'll sit on that for a minute, you'll get lots of energy. I love it. I ask if it's Albert Einstein, and I get hello there. You can't make this stuff up. There might be some pre-programmed things in the Spirit Talker, but when you get a response like that, that's not made up. You can't make that up. And that's what gives me joy. Little things like that.
Empathy.
I have a lot of empathy. Yes, I do. Will you say hello to Nicola for me, Albert? I wish he'd come through some more. He came through 2 days, and then I haven't heard a peep out of him. He was intrigued. You can find that on one of my videos, too. I have videos that have his name on it. And you will hear him say, I'm intrigued, when I explain that these devices are from his groundwork. Well, you guys have been wonderful. I've come through here before and not been able to reach out to anybody and not been able to see the cross there in the memorial spot. So I'm all excited. I think I'm going to head out now. Mark, last call. Going to count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost every time I do this, they come through. 9.
Affection.
10. Never fails. Never. Try it yourself. Get you a little ghosty guy or a free spirit talker app on your phone. Go somewhere where you think spirits might be and just start talking. They will respond. Say a little prayer over yourself for protection. God bless and protect me. Archangel Michael protect me. And give it a go. You know, you can watch my videos, you can watch all the other videos, and you can sit there and say, nah, that's fake. But if you will try it yourself, you might change your mind. With all love and affection, empathy and understanding. Oh, one more thing. I would like to acknowledge the first peoples
Go
of...
away.
I was getting ready to go, so give me one more minute. I would like to acknowledge the first peoples of this land. And as far as to my knowledge, they are the Wampanoag tribe. They are alive and thriving and doing very well. There are other tribes that you can look up as far as tribes that, you know, inhabited the South Shore area of Massachusetts. But I know the Wampanoags, and so I will give honor and respect to the people who have considered themselves the custodians of this land for some 10,000, 12,000 years. We thank them because without them, the Pilgrims would not have survived. So, in honor and respect to all the spirits, I will say,
Permission.
I have permission? I don't have to go away? Thank you. I was just going to say, Mother, Father, God, bless and protect the good souls of this planet who have not crossed over yet. If they desire to cross over, please send your assistance so that they may do so. Shine your brilliant, shimmering,
She likes you.
iridescent light upon them and lead them to that where they belong or most want to be. Who's she? Who is she? Does she have a name? Carmilla, you mean? Carmilla likes me? Awesome. I'm psyched that Carmilla likes me. Checking on my thing, making sure it's still filming. Trying to make sure you have a half-decent view. The flag is not flapping anymore. And where is the cross? The cross is behind those bushes.
I'm learning to use this.
You are? Good. Spirit says, I'm learning to use this. I love it. Come on in and visit. My name is Amy. And I love that you're learning to use this. If you will fly on over here and bump up against that, you can make a little bell noise. Or fly on over here and bump up against the energy ball, you can get some energy. Or bump up against the ghosty guys there, or this, and you will make noise. One day I got an image in the ghost tube seer, and it said, right after, on the SpiritBox, it said, you saw me. That was really cool. It was a spirit who considers herself a witch. She showed up as a typical pointy hat bearing witch, or wearing witch, and since I get witch quite often, I guess I got a witch hanging around. That's all right. I don't consider them bad. I consider them misunderstood.
What's in your hand?
My hand? Nothing. Nothing, just energy. I was holding my hands together because it's, in Hindu, that's a good thing to do. I have my device that is filming on a stand of sorts, and I've got the spirit talker right here leaning up against something. So I'll bring it down to show you. I'll give you the words. Put you back up here. So yeah, Well, spirits, thank you very much for coming and chatting with me. I do appreciate it.
Help me.
What kind of help do you need? Are you stuck? We can say a prayer for that.
Manipulation.
Yes, lots of that going on right now. Yes, you see what's going on in the world, don't you? How can I help you? I would like to help you. What do you need help with? You lost? You stuck? Don't know which way to go? Confused? I just want to know who to call.
She shouts.
She shouts? I've been known to be a little loud. My children have told me many a time in a restaurant, "Ma, you're loud, shh." All right, well, she likes me, but she shouts. Can I have a name of who likes me? Or who shouts? Or who needs the help? So that I can call for help and give them your name. All right, then. I appreciate you. Mark Charbonnier. God bless. I hope you're
Brazen bull.
Brazen bull. Well, there's an interesting word that I don't think is pre-recorded. What does brazen bull stand for? What does it mean? Anybody who watches this, any of my techno mediums, you want to find out for me what is brazen bull? And leave it in the comments? That would help. Thank you. Well, been here a little bit now. Don't want to be here forever. As I said, Mark Charbonnier, God bless you. And thank you for staying and watching over the highway, as I think you do. We had a young lady lost whose name was, I believe it was Jaden. And I would like to acknowledge her too, because she was in her 20s, I think it was. Like I said, we've lost at least 5 people on this highway this summer. God bless you all. If I didn't acknowledge
I'm beside you.
You are, then why can't I see you touching the spirit, the energy ball? I'm going to head out in a minute. You've been awesome. And who's I'm? Can you give me a name so I know who's beside me? Is it Mark Charbonnier? You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. I would love to know your name, though. To the person who said, "Help me," I will ask that Rosemary, Mary Ellen, Walter, Adrian, and any of the other spirit helpers. I have someone here who needs you. I know you will assist. So, to the one who's beside me, I don't feel any cold or anything.
Lucy.
Ah, there's a Lucy in my family. Are you related, Lucy? Me and my mom didn't get along with her all that well. But, nonetheless, are you that Lucy? I got a Lucille the other day, and she never calls herself Lucille. If you are family, Lucy, hello. Spirits, thank you so much. I think I'm going to head out now. to the person who is beside me, you cannot follow me. Just as with any other friends, you don't follow them home. They come to visit you, right? I am your spirit friend, but I would appreciate it if you do not follow me, do not attach to my vehicle, do not attach to my devices. You are welcome to visit, as any other friend would be. With that said, I say thank you once more to the spirits who came through today and did such a great job. And I wish them peace and any kind of joy they can find.
Darkness.
And when the darkness comes in, what do? We leave. Thank you, Techno Mediums. You're amazing. Thank you, new subscribers. Appreciate all of you. To my old and my new subscribers. But I gotta admit, every time I get a new subscriber, it gives me a little rush. So, old subscribers, show your friends. Help a sister out. And please, like, comment. Help people subscribe. And let me know that you like what I'm doing. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Much love and light. You know I'll be back.